Yana, I am Ellen Reeves, and today I am at the OZ nightclub in Liberia, Rehab to be precise. And I have a very special guest with a very awesome voice. We will take a very short break. As soon as we get back to Not Go Anywhere, I'll introduce who our special guest is. Yana, welcome back. And like I said before we took a break, I have a very special guest, very pretty. I love her hair. She's CeekayNayWay. I know you've heard about her somehow because I have as well, even though this is my first time meeting her in person. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm okay, and welcome. Thank you
for having me.
Yeah, I love your hair.
Thank you.
Off camera, I'll ask you how you got that. Okay, so you've been in Liberia for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, about 6 weeks.
6 weeks. How has it been?
It's been fun. Liberia is a version of home, so it's kind of vacation, kind of work, catching up, handling stuff, but it feels good to be home.
All right, so who is CeekayNayWay? Like, what's your biological name?
Okay, so my first name is Coletta, and my middle name is Konu, and that's the C and the K.
Okay.
But the nickname CeekayNayWay was given to me in high school from my friends. And it was just something that was like funny. It was like, oh, your name is CeekayNayWay. And then it just stuck. Then I eventually made it my Instagram name in college. And then it just felt right when I started to put out music. I was like, that's definitely what I want to call myself.
All right. So you mentioned two things that I want to ask about or know about. College. What did you study in college?
Okay. So in college, I did a double major. I got one degree in biological sciences and the other in African American studies.
Oh, awesome. Why that? Why those?
So I went in because I had like a very solid plan to go to medical school. But while I was there, I just really because I went to college in the States in New Jersey, Rowan University. And just being in the atmosphere in college, especially during that time, like 2014, it was very like racially charged.
Okay.
So there were a lot of classes that I took because I was just curious about like my Black identity living in the American society, especially coming from a place like Liberia where it's like a homogeneous race, most of it. Yeah. It was kind of like a culture shock going to college in America, and I just wanted to understand more of like what my presence meant. And because I just enjoyed the classes, I took them all as electives.
Okay.
So by the time it was time to graduate, my advisor was like, you've taken so many classes, just stay an extra semester and get the degree. And I was like, oh, okay, why not? 2-for-1 special. So that's how that happened.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, and let's talk about the next one. You said you started using CeekayNayWay on your Insta, on your socials, before you decided to do music. When did you decide that I want to do music or I want to pursue a career in music?
So I think secretly it's always been like a dream of mine. It's just not something I ever thought could ever be a reality. I think I grew up with like really low self-esteem and a lot of insecurities. I just never thought that, being like a pop star was ever in the cards for me.
Yeah.
Even though it's something that I dreamed about forever. And when I got to college and I started to really come in tune with like who I was as a person and building my self-confidence and understanding that like you actually can do whatever you want, girl.
You got this.
And so I started doing like talent shows at school, with the encouragement of like my cousins that I went to school with.
Yeah.
And I got more comfortable with it, and eventually after I graduated, I was like, I want to put something out just to say I did it. And that's when I put out the Kizzy W Bad Like That cover.
Yeah.
And I uploaded it, and I just turned off all my notifications and went to sleep. And I was like, oh,
whatever happens, let me get up.
Yes, and then I woke up to like so many notifications and all of this positive reinforcement. I was like, oh, you mean to tell me this whole time I've been wasting my own time
and sitting on this
and sitting on it. And CIC had reached out to me to just give me encouragement, like, oh, I could have never guessed that this was some gem hidden And he really encouraged me, and he started a petition online to get me to do music full time. And the pressure worked. It's positive peer pressure. Always.
Awesome. Awesome. That's the only type of peer pressure we should give into.
I know.
All right. So, how would you describe the type of music that you make?
Okay, I would call it Afro-Fusion.
Okay.
When I first started, it was really heavy polo pop. Like, I was really wanting to be identified as like the Liberian sound. But as I've experienced more, traveled more, I've refined my music and my writing more. I would say Afro-Fusion because there's so many influences there. There's a little jazz, there's a little soul, there's a little hip hop, there's a little Afro beat, Afro pop. So yeah, you can never tell. It's just good music, good vibes.
All right. So how long have you been making music so far?
So when I put out the Bad Like That cover, that was 2019.
Well, you bad like that. You make a church girl smoke crack like that. Yeah, I must just sample you head quick. How you bad like that? How you bad like that? You make a church girl smoke crack like that.
So I would say that was my official, like, debut. But the first time I released, like, original music that I wrote, that was actually my 24th birthday in 2019 as well, August.
Okay, so 2019 was just your year.
I had just graduated in 2018, and I was going to the Peace Corps. So I had maybe 9 months to prepare for leaving for the Peace Corps. And I was like, what do you do with 9 months of free time? Untapped potential. Nobody is looking for me to do anything serious because I'm about to go to the village and, do all of that. So I was like, let's play.
Let's do some positive playing.
Yeah.
And actually, it got at least it got good response and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can't imagine how devastated I would have been if it didn't go that way. Because I think a part of me was like, if you just try it, there's no way you could fail. But then, if it didn't happen, I don't know what would have happened in my head. So
okay, great.
Praise God for that.
Yes. Glory to God.
Glory to God. We love Jesus over here.
All right, so let's talk about your inspiration. Where do you get it from, and how's your creative process like?
So, my parents weren't very musically inclined, but they were extreme consumers of music. So growing up, my parents are significantly older than I am. So my parents had me at 43.
Okay.
So they were really into the oldies. That's the OJs and Earth, Wind and Fire, Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, like that. But then they were also into the old African sounds like the Fela Kuti and high life Ghanaian music. So I grew up with that, and I just always loved music. I remember when I was 7, I begged for this karaoke machine for Christmas, and I gave them hell in that house with it. I really did. I remember that was the year Alicia Keys.
Made them regret.
It's just please put her in a choir or something. Take this noise from in my house. But Alicia Keys had come out with that some people want it all. And I was like, I need to know how to sing this song. And they're like, why? Why do you need to be able to sing this song? I'm like, I don't know. So that is the first time I remember saying I want to sing to myself.
Yeah.
That song was just the pinnacle of it for me. But when I started writing music, Tiwa Savage is such a big, huge influence. I remember when she first came out, I was in high school. I think I was in 10th grade.
Yeah.
And I remember listening to her first single and being like, this is what it sounds like. This is the sound. This is it. If she didn't do it, I would have never known that was a possibility.
Okay.
So she is the number one inspiration when it came to this style that I have. But, the Ira Stars and Thames and Olamide.
Yeah.
CIC is another heavy influence for me. I just love music, and I want to put as much of it in as possible. I want so much of my personality to shine through.
Yeah.
So,
So CIC, I noticed because I followed your Insta for like just to see, and I noticed that you've been using one of his songs, like, and you mentioned like, oh, CIC, I've been really using your song. So I could tell he was an influence already.
That song "Morning" is my favorite, but I don't even want to say that because I have so many favorite CIC songs, as I think every Liberian person does, because it's CIC, you know.
Crowd ball,
you know. Shout out to him, he's the king. But I did a cover to that song as well, and he loved it, which made me love it even more. And I performed it at a benefit concert that year, the same 2019, I think. And then anytime somebody is like, oh, can you come sing at this banquet? And they're like, can you sing that Morning song by CIC? We really like the way you did it, because it's like an acoustic version of it. So I was like, you know, you better pay me for promoting this song.
I know, right?
But he instead is like, you need to pay me for singing my song. And I'm just like, I get it. So we break even.
Okay, so nobody paying nobody. I'm using your song, I'm making it popular. We're
what are friends for if not to misuse their talent?
Sharing is scary. Okay, so you mentioned karaoke. And what song is the song that you mostly sung at karaoke?
I literally had this exact conversation last night at Club Monserrato.
Okay.
My number one go-to karaoke song is "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me" by Toni Braxton.
Oh, okay.
It is a crowd pleaser, okay? I know that everybody wants to come and sing the Celine Dion and Listen by Beyonce, but
Whitney
I promise
Houston.
you, beautiful songs. But in the nightclub, we're all halfway through the bottom of the beer barrel.
I know.
Let's sing something a little upbeat, you know, and "He Wasn't Man Enough for Me" is really cheeky. And then I know the choreography from the video.
Oh, girl.
And you gotta get it, you know, get it in there. And everybody loves it, and everybody knows the song.
Okay.
Yeah. And then usually the DJ would just play last after. So
after that, so it was just like a blend in.
Yeah.
You're in tune with the DJ.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. I think I will copy that song, even though I don't have the type of voice you have, but just for fun.
No, but karaoke is supposed to be fun. It's not. They say if you want to perform, go to American Idol, go to, you know,
America's Got Talent and all that.
But karaoke is a place for you to just make a joyful noise.
Exactly. Not beautiful, but joyful.
Joyful, a very enthusiastic noise.
Oh yeah, with confidence.
Give us some attitude. You know, you and your friends think I'm gonna have small lit choreography behind it.
You've given me another idea.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then liquid courage to just smooth it over. And beg for nobody to record it.
I know. All right, so this is a nice conversation, but we have to take a very short break. As soon as we get back, we'll delve more into your experiences and your goals, future goals.
You say you want my love. You say you want my touch. Because you want me get to you, jalata. So you bought into bitch, you don't make noise. Oh, I hope you ready. Hope you ready for my trouble. So trouble. Ready now for free. And for free.
Welcome back. We're still here at OZ nightclub at Rehab, Monrovia, Liberia, with my girl. You know what? It's like she's giving a vibe like we've been knowing each other forever.
And that's the best.
Exactly. I love this kind of, the vibe is there.
Yes. And OZ nightclub actually is like kind of nostalgic for me. This is where I had my first video release party.
Wow, would you look at that?
Yep. And that is still up to date, the best performing single that I've had so far.
That's awesome. So you see, well, God works in mysterious
Yeah,
ways.
he sure does.
Okay, so let's talk about family and how supportive they are as it relates to your goals. How is it like?
So it's interesting because I feel like, okay, my dad is deceased. He passed away 2006.
Oh, so sorry.
But yeah, and I was like, we were extremely close.
Okay.
He loved music, but I think he just wanted something different from me. So I think battling the version of him that I wanted to be, the version of me that he wanted me to be, versus the version of myself that I am and that I want to be, that was really hard. And then I think that was what also was difficult for my mom. Was like, okay, you want to do music, but like, you know, I promised your dad that I was going to make sure that you reached your ultimate potential. Is music where you think that is? Because we told your father you were going to be a doctor, and you were wrestling with that. Now you know, wake up, you know. So she's adapting to it. She's supportive, as in like, the music is nice. Oh yeah, you hear my daughter song, that kind of thing. But then it's like, well, what are you doing with your life for real?
Yeah.
When will you marry? When will you have children? You know, when will you put the retirement together? When you put my retirement together? All of that kind of stuff.
Okay, so let's talk about music videos. Or let's talk about your emotions tied to music before we go to videos.
Okay.
Right? All right. So, does music have the ability to lighten up your mood?
Yes, absolutely.
And what's your go-to music when you're feeling down?
Okay.
Or go-to song?
Right now, I've really been loving Rima's album. So
which one? The recent one?
The recent one.
Oh,
because
we need to do high five. Let's go.
Yes. So you know, man, business will always be the bane of our existence.
Yeah.
So I was having a little drama. Not really drama, but I was not having a great day. And that song, Monday morning talking about me, right?
I'm making money.
You cannot have a bad day when that song comes on. You know, like, not gonna take it easy on my head. Not gonna take it easy. That song it just lifts your mood because it's just like, you worry about me.
I don't really care.
Tell you something, okay?
So,
yeah.
My favorite song on that album is Yayo.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why people hate on that album, but it's a vibe though.
And even the first song, Marcham, that song, like, I don't have a Wrangler, I don't have a drop top or even a large sunroof. But if I did, you know, I can just imagine me and my friends in the car, hair blowing in the wind. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
And then, another song by A Wood, Baller. It came out last summer, I think.
Okay.
I love the song.
Is it a Liberian song?
It's a Liberian song.
Yes, I saw it on someone's video, and I was trying to figure out who made the song because it was just
A Wood. It's like that song. It's such a vibe. Yeah.
I heard just like a little snippet of it on somebody's video, and I'm like, this is Liberian song, but who's this?
I told him to wait and put me in the video, but they were rushing, so.
Well, you can do a remix to it, then you can get in the remix video.
I know, but that is actually like my favorite song, and I played in the gym. Yeah, I love it.
All right, so let's talk about music videos now. Do you think a music video makes you love the song more, or does it just add up to the...
As somebody that doesn't really watch music videos that much, I think it really depends on the consumer.
Okay.
There are some people who are extremely visual, and they need to be able to tie, you know, the visuals in to really enjoy the song. I'm not like that at all, because I have a very wide imagination. Every song already has a video in my head, and I'm in it.
And as long as the beat...
Yeah. So why would I now fire myself from the music video to come and watch your own and then not be a part of it? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But there are some songs where the videos definitely take it up a notch. I already loved Koroba by Tiwa Savage, but the video made it so much more. Yeah, she had like the TLC inspo with the pajamas, the creep part in there, and then the fashion. And there's another song of hers that did it for me, 49.99.
Okay.
The video was excellent. Like, I don't think I've ever been that impressed by a music video
As much as that one.
Yeah, coming out of Africa specifically.
Yeah.
And I actually met one of the creative directors in the States, and he was telling me how they had to like Photoshop in some parts. They shot some parts in America and then like Photoshopped her into it and all of this stuff, and it's just like mind blowing. Yeah, and I also like things that are quite provocative, and that video was very
Okay. All right. So what y'all leave it at? Okay, awesome. So let's talk about Liberia entertainment industry. You've been in it for quite a while, and after you made like you said, your debut, it's in 2019. How was it like? Were you accepted well? Did you feel like you felt welcome?
So it's weird because even though I dropped my first song in 2019, I don't think I really became a part of the Liberian industry until 2021.
2 years later.
Yeah. So as I said, I went to Peace Corps. I was in Uganda. And that was where I dropped the first single from.
Yeah.
And everything was just very social media. I wasn't doing performances. I wasn't doing interviews. It was just, that's on you.
Anything else the way you do it.
Listen, please, And I dropped it with a video. But then after COVID ended, I came to Liberia and I did Yellow Star, the first season. And at the end of that, that was when we came here to OZ to release Kill It with Jarido.
Okay.
And that was the first, I think that was my real debut into it. But as people know, living in Liberia is not an easy feat. And especially as a creative, when I think the culture appreciates the content, but they don't facilitate.
Huge problem,
So,
and it needs to be facilitated.
Right. So it was really hard to be consistent because, I really needed to fund everything myself, and living here, I just wasn't that wasn't a possibility. And at the time, I didn't have like a whole bunch of offers for investors and sponsorship. So I had to take a break. And during that time, my mom got diagnosed with cancer.
Oh.
Yeah, that was in August of 2022. And so music had to take the backseat, unfortunately. But my mom is officially cancer-free.
Thank God.
And I've been adulting, so we're gearing up to, I feel like it's like a comeback almost. I feel like I'm starting all the way over from scratch. All of the women and men in Liberia that have been doing music, I'm coming to join them now. It's not like, they have the platform, they have the ears, they have the fan base. I'm coming to now just be a part of that. And
All right. So how would you describe Liberian music or as compared to years back?
I feel like now we have so many different genres. I feel like way back, like when I was in high school and prior to, Liberian music was very one-dimensional, and that's not to be negative in any way. It was just, all of the songs are dance songs. All of them have like the same kind of like average BPM. They technically or typically have the same message. It's either like party, woman business, or
Maybe.
something like along those lines. And now I feel like we have so much more to say, and we have opened up to have we have R&B and we have soul and we have trapco, and everybody can express themselves in their Liberian experience in avenues that best represent them. Like when I first came out, I felt like I needed to be a big Jew. I needed to be super hardcore, super cocky, confident. And where that might be a portion of my personality, it's not all of who I am. And I never felt comfortable to show the soft side of me. But that is a large part of who I am. So I'm excited this go around to give a more well-rounded view of my personality, be very authentic, really raw.
Yeah.
And I think it's about time we give Liberian people options. You know, they always say, oh, Liberian people only listen to one kind of music, and it's like, yeah, but we haven't given them options. So if we all keep putting out the same kind of music, they'll only have one type of music to consume. Yeah.
So yeah, we won't have like a choice.
Right.
Okay, great. So let's talk about, other than music, what do you do in your free time? What are your hobbies?
Okay, I have Congo people have a huge family. Huge family. I grew up, I'm the only girl and I'm the youngest of 3 boys. Okay. But I grew up with like my cousins as my siblings, and there's an endless number of cousins. I've even meeting new ones on a regular basis. So I spend a lot of time with my family because we're also like best friends.
Yeah.
And you know, we're girls. We like to do girly things. We like brunch.
Okay.
You know, I do like a good party. I like to go out. I like a little jack. You know, I like to read. And yeah, spend time with my family. Spend a little alone time. Yeah. Spend a little time with God. And honestly, I really like music. I really like going to the studio. I like talking about music. I like listening to music. So yeah, that's...
Yeah, I just wish I had a good voice as you have, because I'm a lover of music too.
Oh yeah,
I have
the musical notes on my back.
Oh great. Yeah. The same note or?
Yeah, but it's like a flamingo.
Oh okay, yeah. Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, and it goes all the way down.
If you're a music lover, sure you understand. You understand why we did that.
I feel like all music lovers have at least one musical note somewhere there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I picked this one because it's like, I feel like it's the cutest note, the treble note.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are your plans for the next couple of years? Let's say 5 years. What should we expect?
Well, in the more immediate, for the rest of this year, I am doing like intense releases. Okay. So like drop after drop after drop after drop. I have a lot of stuff in the vault. I really can't wait to put out. Even my management is just like, you need to pace yourself. And I'm just like,
they're just too much. I just want it out there.
Let's put it out, you know. It will hit, I swear. Just give it to the people, you know. But yeah, since I've been here, I've been doing like a lot of content creation for short form content to release the songs, social media promotion stuff, getting my promotional teams and everything in order. So no matter where I am in the world, the music can continue to flourish. And I don't even want to say within the next 5 years, because I've learned that while you're making plans, God is laughing.
Exactly.
So all I can say is I am signing up to do my part in my journey to the top.
Okay.
The determination, the diligence, the discipline, the sacrifices and the compromises to make it happen. So yeah, I'm really just looking forward to putting out the best music I have to offer the world and the feedback. I want more collaborations. I want to challenge my writing more. I want to write with other people more. I even want to do cinematic music. Like I want to write songs for soundtracks, and yeah, there's just no part of music that I don't want to be a part of. Like I want to learn how to produce. I'm learning how to play guitar and piano.
Oh, nice.
I want to do everything. I want to produce my own music. I want to record my own music. I want to write my own music. I want to write for other people. Yeah.
I love guitars, and it's good that you mentioned guitar and piano, because I was going to ask you if there was like an instrument you could magically learn how to play on the spot. Which one would it be? What would it be?
I think it would be piano, just because it's a singer's instrument. But I played flute in school.
Okay.
I was in the band. This is a school band. I know that's not the most glamorous thing, but I played the flute for about 4 years. And it was not my favorite experience because I wanted to sing. You cannot sing and play the flute. I know Lizzo is a special exception.
Yeah, Lizzo just be like, okay, I'm done singing. I just do the
twerk and sing and dance and play the flute and then belt out the national anthem. Like I that is not my testimony. I was hoping for more of like Alicia Keys or her, yeah. Lizzo's awesome, super envious. I wish I could be her. I wish I could wake up one day and just be like, oh, I'm Lizzo.
All right, so if you could do an opening for someone, like a big artist, a big musician in the world, who would that be?
Tiwa Savage, Beyonce. I'm trying to think of guys. I would love to open for Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I find it intimidating. I'm not that great of a dancer. I can dance. Like, I was on the dance team in high school and everything. I can do choreography and all of that, but I don't have the razzle dazzle.
I mean, anybody can get the razzle dazzle with constant practice. You could just,
true,
as long as you tell yourself, oh yeah, I would do it, and you can like miss it. Like,
if I'm hoping up for Chris Brown, maybe not this year. Maybe not yet.
After you perfect your dance
I got work to do. Got to lose a little weight. Gotta get that flexibility, the yoga a little more. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So more preparations in the near future.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. So what advice would you give to young artists, especially females coming up and want to pursue a career in music? What would be your
in Liberia or anywhere?
In Liberia, firstly, and then generally.
Okay, for young women specifically, never compromise your morals and your values for an opportunity, because what is for you will always find you.
Okay.
If anyone believes in you and they want to be a part of your journey and your music career, they will do that without you having to put out. And I know you know what I mean. Also, allow yourself to be all of the different versions of yourself. Don't allow anybody to tell you who you are. Don't allow anybody to put you in a box because it's marketable. Because now more than ever, people want to be able to relate to you. That's why everybody has some sort of reality TV show, because they want to show who they genuinely are. And always be a student of music. You never know enough. Even Beyonce still does vocal lessons. Jennifer Hudson still does vocal lessons. There's always something you can learn from someone else. So just always be a student, always be open, and the journey is not typically easy or fun. Mm-hmm. Most times you're gonna be pretty broke, you're gonna be pretty uncomfortable, but life is a journey, it's not a destination. And unfortunately, a part of the journey takes a lot of money. So it just comes with it.
Money is always a key factor.
Yeah, especially for women in Liberia. Also, no song is too small. Yeah. No platform is too small. If it's your Instagram or your Twitter, your TikTok, your Facebook, put it there. There's always someone that is going to vibe to it. There's always somebody that's going to like it. Do not mind the noise in the market. Find your confidence and hold on to it as true as your faith in anything. Don't let anybody challenge your confidence for any reason. I'm not saying don't be open to criticism, but ultimately know that your value is within yourself, and whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it as long as you're willing to put in the work. That is what I...
Great. All right, so who would you want to collaborate with if you had the opportunity to?
Okay, so I have categories, right? In Liberia, CIC.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, duh.
Yeah, of course. CIC. And there's this girl, Bad Girl Ira. I'm not sure if she's here right now, but she's one of my favorites.
We follow each other on Insta. I met her at MLMA. She has a low cut.
Yes, and we did Yellow Star together.
Okay.
She's one of my favorites. Like, her voice is amazing, and she's fine, It's just like, oh, this is a vibe. I would love to do music with her.
Okay.
And then outside of Liberia, I'm trying to do male and female.
Okay.
And there's just so
Gender
many
balance.
options. Yeah, there's so many options. So, okay, for men, I would love to do music with, this is controversial right now, but Drake. You know, and he's not winning this summer per se, you know, but we cannot deny the fact that he is a hit maker. True. You know? And I know there's a lot of controversy about
the whole
cultural appropriation thing, but I'm kind of like, okay, appropriate mine small. I will see how you do it. I feel like I would make awesome music with Drake, you know, like, and not so much like gangsta hip hop Drake, more of like R&B 2010 Drake, And then for women outside of Liberia, Ira Star.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great. All right. Awesome.
I would love to do music with Tiwa Savage. Like she. Okay.
Tops the list.
I watched this interview that she did with. I think it was Angela Yee. I'm not sure, but she said that Brandy was like her idol, and she was like. Even when they finally did the song together, she was so embarrassed that like if Brandy went to the DM, she would see like all these messages that she sent her over the years and stuff. And that's how much she loved Brandy. And in my mind, I was like, that's how I am with you. If Tiwa Savage ever opened her Instagram or my Instagram DMs, she would be reading for years. So, you know, I don't know if I should, like, the day I get the call, if I should just unsend it. I don't know. Or maybe just leave it there and be like, hey, sis, I'm sorry.
I mean, that used to be you with Brandy.
Like, I made videos and reels for her birthday. Like, I love her. I really do. She can do no wrong in my eyes.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah.
I mean, she's actually a great singer.
She is. And she's done so much work. You know, like, she was singing background forever. And she had, I think, like the writing contract at Rock Nation. Like, that's the type of career I want to have. Not to just sing music, put it out, and perform it. I want to be in every portion of it. I want to be a part of other people's journeys. I want, when we go to the Grammys, I'm not only nominated for the songs that I sang, but the songs that I wrote, the songs I co-produced, the songs that, you know, I was a part of the team for. That's what I want.
Great. All right, so I'll just have your final words, and we call this a wrap, even though it's sad because this has been a really, really interactive and nice conversation.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So just any final words before I take leave of you.
Okay, well, follow me on Instagram. That is at CeekayNayWay, spelled phonetically CeekayNayWay. I know it's a mouthful, but follow me on Instagram. Stream my music. It's on all social media platforms under CeekayNayWay. And this year, you guys prepare to be sick of me.
Ooh.
I can't wait. I have so much music coming out.
All right, so this has been really awesome, and thank you, even though the weather, but I'm glad we finally did, and I'm glad there was a fight there.
Yes, there was. I love it. God does everything for a reason.
Oh yeah, sure. So I will definitely be checking in on you, your progress and your journey.
Absolutely.
I am curious to know what you have in store for us, because you seem very excited about it.
Yes.
So
and then we can do another one of these. And
sure, of course. We need to do a follow-up interview.
Absolutely, yes.
All right. So thank you so much. And until next time, this was really nice.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you.
All right. Yana, thank you so much for watching. This has been a vibe with CeekayNayWay, and make sure you're following her on every socials and every streaming platform as well. She has a lot in store for us, as she rightly said. So stay tuned until next time. I am Elin Reeves. Yana.